Hello friends, my name is Dheeraj and in this video we'll demonstrate you about some significant changes which Microsoft has introduced since release of version 2007. For this video demonstration we are using version 2012. If you want to check the version, you can go to file button over here and see the help, and you can see the version which I'm using currently. I'll just go back. Now, one of the significant changes since 2007 is number of rows and number of column. Now, the old time users of Excel 2003 might be aware of there was a restriction of 65,536 rows and 256 columns. But since 2007, we have over 1 million rows and 16,000 plus cells, columns. Now if I want to go and check number of rows, I can use the shortcut control plus down, and here I can see 1,048,576 rows. Again I'll press control plus up arrow, go to the first row, and since the column names are mentioned in sequence using header A, B, C, D and so, I will just press control and right arrow to go to the last column. Now the column which we can see here is XFD. I can use a function called column to get the numeric value of the column. I'll complete it and I'll press enter. Here we go. Here we can see 16,384 columns available in this Excel version. Now if you are worrying about this column function, do not worry. As of now we will see functions in separate session in detail. Another major improvement in Excel new version is about conditional formatting. Now old time users of version 2003 might be aware of that in conditional formatting there was a restriction of maximum 3 conditions. That means you cannot have more than 3 conditions on a cell for a conditional formatting, and in this new version now you can have as many conditions as you want on a given cell. Not only that, in earlier version when cell used to satisfy one condition out of conditional formatting, it used to stop formatting at that level. But in this new version now, if cell satisfies more than one conditions which you have applied, it will format all. For example, if you specify a cell having value 10 to have bold text, let me give you an example. Say let us enter a 10. Okay, I will go to conditional formatting. Now if you are not aware of this ribbon interface, do not worry as of now. I'll select the cell and I'll go to conditional formatting this way, and I will say manage rule. We will see conditional formatting in detail in later sessions, but just to demonstrate the changes which has been introduced in new version, let me say I am adding a new rule for format any cell that contains a value which is equal to 10. I will format that cell to be, say for example, red color. I'll say OK, and I will add another rule with the same condition, even though this is not the best of the example which I'm giving currently, but just to demonstrate how multiple conditions are satisfied on a single cell and still Excel is formatting in both the cases. So here another condition which I'm giving is to make it bold. Okay. I'll click OK. We could have easily given this both formatting in one cell, but just to demonstrate how multiple conditions are satisfied and formatting is done. So what I've done, if cell value is 10, change the formatting to bold, and if cell value is 10, change the font color to red. Now here both the condition will satisfy in this cell since the value is 10, and it will make it red as well as bold, as you can see over here. So this is the new feature of conditional formatting. This has been introduced since Excel 2007. Not only that, we can also have a lot of data bars kind of conditional formatting, lot of icon bars, icon sets. You can also use color scales for conditional formatting, which can quickly make your presentation or your data look very neat and clean. Another important change which has been introduced is in the sorting and filtering. So earlier we used to use filter data. Now you can filter by the cell color or the font color also. For example, I have a small data which I have already pre-filled. Let us go to data and filter tab. Okay, now if I click here, we have another option, filter by color. These are all regular option, old time user might be aware of. Now filter by color, Excel automatically identifies which unique colors are available in my data set. This can be cell color, this can be font color also. Since we don't have any other font color, it is just showing the cell color. Now for example, I say this, so automatically my data set has been filtered by color. So this is a new feature. Another important change which has been introduced is about this formula bar. Okay, now again, those who have used Excel version 2003, they might be aware of when you want to edit a long formula, it was not easy to view the entire formula or a string. Here now I have an option of expanding my formula bar the way I want, so I can easily read my formula or a string which is lengthy and edit it. So this is a very much productive feature. Let me resize it to normal. Next important change which is again very good for developers, about the nesting function. If you don't know nesting, let me explain you. Here we have an example of a nesting function, that is a function within a function. Now in earlier version there was a restriction of maximum 7 nesting functions you can use at a time. Since 2007 you can now have 64 nested functions in a single formula. Now that's a huge. Now practically best of a VBA developer or a Excel modeler might not need all those. So apart from this, a lot of new functions have been introduced. We can just quickly go to function and see. I'll click on all, and some of the functions which are like sum ifs. This is you might be aware of sum if, but this is sum and ifs. That is multiple conditions you can apply for summation of a group set of data. We'll explore all these functions in later sessions. Similarly, we have average if also, average ifs also. Another difference which you cannot see directly in the screen is the performance. Now internal memory management in earlier version was 1 GB, which has been increased to 2 GB to handle the complex and large data set. Now that is needed, as you know. Earlier we had only 65,000 rows, but now we have 1 million plus rows. And the most important difference is the user interface, the most talked about stuff. Microsoft has moved away from menu driven option, and we have now ribbon bar. The first time user might find it complex or difficult to identify the options which you're looking for, but the some time which you invest in learning this new interface will definitely help you and save a lot of hours of your working on Excel, since it is very user friendly and very productive. So thank you for now, and see you in the later session.